back. I am so glad you joined me again because I want to send a special thank you to you for watching this show, for supporting me and giving me all of your great ideas. This show would not be as amazing as it is without you, which leads me into the theme of this episode, and it's all about being thankful. I am thankful for my family, I'm thankful for my friends, and I'm thankful for my special talents that I'm able to do these videos and meet with you all and meet some amazing people to give you this great show. So during this episode, I'm going to talk all about the things that I am thankful for. The one that I'm going to start with is showing you that I am so thankful for my creativity and being able to show you different arts and crafts projects. Here is one of my favorite arts and crafts projects, and I want to show it to you. Let's take a look.
It's time for crafts.
All right, so choose your first piece of tape, and you're going to design this any way you want. Now you're going to remove your tape from your coloring. activity would not be possible for me to do without my mind, which is another thing I am thankful for. I'm thankful for all of my thoughts, all of the ideas that I come up with, and you should be thankful for your mind too, because you all come up with pretty good ideas that I use in the show. I want to tell you a story about a little girl who used her mind to do the most amazing things. Let's take a read.
We love to read.
Today we'll be reading a story called The Girl with a Mind for Math, the story of Ray Montague. Written by Julia Finley Mosca, illustrated by Daniel Riley. If there's something you want, but it seems out of reach, here's a story for you, a great truth it will teach. When you focus your mind, you will succeed through and through, like one bold engineer by the name Montague. In a state we call Arkansas, one winter day, a baby was welcomed, a girl they called Ray. She was bright as a star, super smart from the start. She was headstrong, this child, and not faint of heart. Yes, this girl had potential. Her granddad was proud. He told her, "Work hard. You'll stand out from the crowd." Then something she'd cherish. When Ray was just 7, he took her to see her first ship. It was heaven. A real submarine! Her eyes opened wide. "Who made it?" she asked as they followed the guide. "Engineers," said the man, giving Ray's head a pat. "But my dear, you don't need to know all about that." At the time, the man's insult went over her head. "No, you can't," were the words he had meant but not said. Engineering, thought Ray, and her life's dream began, except most people laughed when she told them her plan. "Stay strong," said her mom. "Use your brains. You'll be fine. There will always be people who pay you no mind. Just because you're a girl and just because you are black. Don't let them or the state of your school hold you back." You see, schools in those days were what's called segregated. The black and white students were kept separated. "That's wrong," you exclaim. It was dismal, no fooling. And worst of all, white kids received better schooling. But Ray studied hard. She had grit, taught herself. She was gifted in math and read books by the shelf. When the time came for college, she knew what to choose. She learned to build boats, but she got some bad news. "Engineering's not taught to black students," they said. Her heart hit the floor. "I'll take business instead." She learned what she could, and she learned the rest later. Their rules were unjust, but that school wouldn't break her. Ray finished with honors. Oh boy, what a smarty. She said her farewells. There was no time to party. "I'm off to a place filled with history's greats, the capital city of all 50 states. Now, finding a job? It turned out that took time. She looked and she looked. Ray was not one to whine. Then it must have been fate. At least that's what it seems. She was hired to type where they built submarines. The Navy? That's right. Oh, but hold all your cheers. Ship designing was only for trained engineers. So she watched as they worked, and she learned every task, even studied computers by night in a class. Then her big break arrived. The whole staff got the flu. Ray did all of her work, and the engineers' too. Her boss was in shock. "How?" he exploded. "From memory," said Ray, and with that got promoted. Life should have been swell, yet that wasn't the case. Her boss treated her poorly because of her race. Many people, like him, tried to make her feel small. Ray just held her head high, and she outworked them all. What next? From the White House, there came a command. The president ordered a ship. Make it grand. And quickly, he added. Well, that didn't fly. All those plans would take engineers months to supply. Here's the thing about that. When designing a boat, there are thousands of measurements one needs to note. All those numbers take math, and that takes some time. But Ray had been working on something sublime. She took a deep breath. "I can solve this," she said. "I've come up with a system to do it instead. It'll draw the plans faster," she told them. "Don't fret. I'll design the first ship by computer, no sweat." How long do you think that might take? What's your guess? Would it take her a month? Maybe weeks for success? Well, it took calculations and tons of caffeine, but Ray finished in hours, just over 18. Her program, it worked! All the blueprints were done. The ship was constructed. The engineers, stunned. "You did it!" they cheered, and her boss had to say that her quick mind for math had in fact saved the day. The end? No, not quite. When Ray's ship was unveiled, only white men could go, and Ray's invite not mailed. Say what? You heard right. No invite? Horrible! In fact, some might say it was downright deplorable. Yet Ray kept her cool, gave her best every day, and in time all her skills were applauded. Hooray! People learned all of her work. "Who's this Ray?" they demand. When they met her, they stared. They expected a man. Yes, that happened a lot. Many could not believe that a woman of color did all she'd achieved. Some even thought Ray was a maid. Sad, but true. When they ordered a drink, she'd say, "Bring me one too." All her humor and wit served her well through the years, as she battled the hard times with laughs and not tears. And that boss in the Navy who'd been so unkind made Ray the first woman to lead ship design. More honors would follow. Her fame picked up steam. And finally, at last, she accomplished her dream. The title she'd worked for, an engineer. Score! Now the world knows her feats. She is hidden no more. So, the lesson to all is don't ever give in. Take a chance. Rock the boat. If it sinks, you can swim. When a storm comes your way, hold your course and don't stress. Never quit, and like Ray, propel straight to success. Our minds are just one part of our body that we get to use every single day. Another thing that I'm thankful for is my entire body. My arms, my legs, my head, my feet. I am so thankful that I get to move each of those body parts every single day. I want you to join me and do a couple of exercises that's going to get your body up and moving too. Let's go. Let's start with squats. Toe touches. Let's do a little dance. Knee touches. Frog jumps. Take a water break if you need it. knees to elbows. Let's practice some yoga poses. Tree pose. Downward dog. Warrior one. Run in place. Do another little dance. Jumping jack. Let's cool down and stretch out our muscles that we just put to work. Right arm across your chest. Switch to the other arm. Let's stretch out our legs, practice some balance. And neck rolls. Great work today, friends. One last thing that I am thankful for are the amazing adventures that I get to take and share with you. One of my favorite places to go is the aquarium. I get to see all sorts of different water animals, from sharks to penguins to stingrays, and my ultimate favorite are seahorses. I want to share this adventure with you as well. This week, friends, I want you to think about all those things that you are thankful for. Your friends, your family, your school, even the food you get to eat this week. Until next time, friends, bye!
Follow Miss Kim on social media.